Welcome to Chapter 10. Let's take a quick look at the C position's upper body mechanics using our photo illustration and starting with number 1 on the diagram. From this B position, the hands, as they follow the hips, move towards the contact zone with the knob of the bat leading the way. This action with the bottom hand helps to ensure that the barrel trails just behind the hands and will stay on the proper swing plane with the pitch. This increases the opportunity for more consistent contact. It's a point that you're going to want to review again later. Following the diagram illustrations even further, 2A indicates the imaginary line for the border that begins the contact zone forward. This is typically an imaginary line that runs from the tip of the nose to the belly button area as indicated where 2A is. 2B shows that the bat head as the hands enter this contact zone or break this imaginary plane must be angled slightly above the hands. Now if the barrel is below the hands as they enter the contact zone, the swing plane will be similar to that to an uppercut. In 3, the shoulder should rotate underneath the head and maintain a level position throughout this rotational action. In number 4, the chin stays tucked on the front shoulder as long as possible before the front shoulder releases. The front shoulder should never release until after the hands have cleared the contact zone or that imaginary line. If the front shoulder goes out too soon, the back shoulder is going to drop. That's going to create an uppercut swing. In the same action, the front shoulder releasing too soon will create a bar arm lock effect, having the lead arm with a tendency to create a sweeping, ineffective swing as it moves forward towards the pitch. With number 5, the head and eyes stay in a balanced and still position. Here, during the triggering phase, is where the hitter will begin to locate the ball and begin tracking the pitch. It is important to emphasize that the hitter should use his eyes only to track the pitch. Many younger hitters will begin to move their head forward towards the pitch, even beginning to pull their head out away from the plate before the swing actually is halfway completed. To overemphasize this point of tracking with the eyes only, sometimes it is good to use the look at me drill. Now with the look at me drill, what we do is we actually have a player stand 10 to 15 feet away from us, looking directly at us and placing the bat 3 feet from him directly in front of him. Then we ask the hitter to look us directly in the eye and we command, look at me. Then we will ask them to look at their bat. And as they go to look at their bat, they will do one of two things. They will either use their eyes only to look at the bat, or they will drop their head with their chin coming into their chest. Now, if they do that, then we need to correct that and have them do it again, but this time only use their eyes inside a quiet head. This is very important because if they move their head in this activity, then they're probably moving it throughout the swing. We want to keep a quiet head using our eyes. In some cases, as the front shoulder releases or as the front side of the body begins to open in the swing, the head has a tendency to follow the lead of the front side. This results in the pulling the head and the eyes off of the pitch, and it takes an average fastball that might be on the outer third and turns it into a slider. And number 6 now, in the contact zone, it's important for the lead arm to maintain some flexion. If the lead arm straightens out too soon, it may be the result of 3 possibilities. 1, too long of a trigger in the hands having moved away from the body when going from A to B, or 2, the front side shoulder has released too early, or 3, the hands have had an extreme hitch during the triggering motion. It's important that the hands stay above the strike zone and move from A, B to C.